What's up, Ram fam? It's Steve here, and we've got an update for you on stimulus, infrastructure, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer last night enforcing that they get this done and they get out more stimulus. So this is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now, for those of you that saw my updates yesterday, you saw that in the Senate, we had them working away trying to finish up that first portion of the infrastructure bill so that way they could then turn their attention to the second portion, which is going to be $3.5 trillion in the next stimulus package. And what we heard, breaking news that came out yesterday, was that they might actually get it done last night, might get it done early, that's right. However, the problem was there was over 300 different amendments to modify that bill, and Republicans said they didn't want to rush the process. They wanted to work through each and every single one. So it didn't look likely it was going to get done, but we had heard a rumor that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer might come out and pull the trigger and say that is enough for amendments. We need to get this done, and we're going to have an official vote on what we have so far as of Saturday. And you guys, that is exactly what he did. That's right. Take a look here. Some of these articles came out last night. Some of them came out this morning. Senators struggle to amend. Finish $1 trillion infrastructure bill. Another procedural vote was set for Saturday regarding the 2,700-page proposal. So you guys, what we're hearing is they're going to have this all wrapped up Saturday, and they're going to be turning their attention now to the $3.5 trillion human infrastructure package. Now also, senators, they failed to finalize bipartisan infrastructure bill and will hold a key vote on Saturday. Here's another one. Schumer moves to shut down debate on infrastructure bill in key step forward to final vote, and one we're going to be looking at in more detail, breaking things down. Schumer moves to shut down debate on $1 trillion infrastructure bill, and we'll also discuss the path forward for the second portion for human stimulus. So you guys, I'm going to dive into these articles, get you caught up on the latest as to what's unfolding right now in Congress regarding infrastructure and stimulus, so that way you know what's going on. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keeping you up to date, be sure to take a second to just smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Really helps out the channel a ton. Just takes a second. Also, be sure to leave your comments down below. I love hearing your thoughts on this, and share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Now, in addition to that, if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and you can come join the Ram fam, the viewing community, and I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff. Stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment, anything having to do with money. That's what I like to talk about here. And also, don't forget, if you got any specific questions for me, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. That is by far the best way to get a hold of me if you got any specific questions that you want answered. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, and I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as to what has unfolded as of late last night and the path forward for more infrastructure and stimulus. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at this article that just came out late last night. And as always, link in the description below so that way you can read it for yourself and see I'm not just making random stuff up. Now, the article from The Hill, it says, Schumer moves to shut down debate on $1 trillion infrastructure bill. And the article says that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he is teeing up a Saturday vote to wind down debate on a roughly $1 trillion infrastructure bill, with senators hoping to pass the legislation as soon as this weekend. Now, Schumer on Thursday night, he moved to arrange the vote for Saturday, where he'll need 60 votes to move forward after a day of behind-the-scenes haggling failed to produce a breakthrough. I believe that we're very close to an arrangement and see no reason why we can't complete this important bipartisan bill, Schumer said. So I urge both sides to continue working diligently to make it happen. Now, a Democratic aide described Schumer's move as a backup plan that would ensure that the Senate could take the procedural vote Saturday in the event that he wasn't able to work out a deal to finish the bill Thursday, as was the case. So we had heard them say that they were going to have it done late last night. It didn't happen, so he did this to ensure that it gets done by the weekend. Now, after more than 2 hours on the floor, senators were not able to get a deal wrapped up on the bill Thursday night or agree on quickly moving to a final passage once they reconvened on Saturday, and that left some senators visibly frustrated as they departed the Capitol for the night. Now, senators, they had hoped to get a deal on anywhere between 16 to 25 additional amendments voted, but that fell apart by the end of the night, and instead they'll vote to start ending debate on Saturday and have up to 60 hours to burn before the final passage. Now, We very much want to finish this important bill so that way we can reconvene Saturday at noon to vote on cloture, and then we will follow the regular order to finish the bill, Schumer said. Now, senators were huddling around Senator Bill Hagerty. Listen to this during Thursday night's hours of long vote as they tried to get him to cut a deal on the package of amendments. And he said, "I was asked to consent to expedite the process and pass it, and I could not in good conscience allow that to happen at this hour, especially when the objective of the majority is just to hurry up and pass the bill so that they can move quickly to their $3.5 trillion tax and spend spree." And yes, that is the second portion of the bill known as the next infrastructure package. And Hagerty said this in a statement, noting that the Senate just got a Congressional Budget Office score on Thursday. And Schumer and Hagerty had been expected by several senators to try to offer competing schedules on potential amendment votes and block each other's requests. But instead, the Senate ended its session with Senator Kyrsten Sinema thanking senators for the work that we've done together in a bipartisan fashion. Now, Senator John Thune, the number 2 Senate Republican, said that the anticlimactic end said cooler heads prevailed. Now listen to this. The inability to get a deal came after leadership called an unrelated vote on a judicial nominee Thursday night to try to get the senators back on the floor to see if they could work out a deal that would let them finish the infrastructure bill late Thursday night or as part of an all-night session that would wrap up Friday morning. So they saw things falling apart and they were trying to get them back into the floor by putting something else unrelated, and they said it pretty much did not work. It says senators, however, had low expectations, predicting that the bill would instead finish over the weekend. And so we're hearing it's going to be Saturday. Now, asked about the possibility of passing the bill on Thursday night, Thune said earlier Thursday evening that he was, quote, not feeling it. And he said, if you want to see final passage, go home, Thune added. Now, Senator Josh Hawley laughed when asked about the chance of a Thursday night deal. A bunch of people have holds, he said. Now, other senators were spotted leaving the Capitol, indicating that they were going home for the night, that it was pretty much done for the evening. Now, senators pointed to a few last sticking points that were slowing down the final deal, including a push by Senator Shelby and other Republicans to add roughly $50 billion in defense infrastructure into the bill. Now, Senators Rob Portman, Warner, they were also battling with Senators Toomey and Wyden and Loomis over cryptocurrency policies, with competing amendments over who would be exempt from the bill's tax provisions. I think we're at an impasse, Toomey told reporters. Now, the White House on Thursday night came out in favor of the Portman-Warner amendment, wading into the Senate battle. So you guys, they've got some provisions in here for cryptocurrency. It also says, we are grateful to Chairman Wyden for his leadership in pushing the Senate to address this issue. However, we believe that the alternative amendment put forward by Senator Warner, Portman, and Sinema strikes the right balance and makes an important step forward in promoting tax compliance, said Andrew Bates, the spokesperson for the White House. Now, Wyden fired back, saying in a statement that Warner-Portman's proposal provides a government-sanctioned safe harbor for the most climate-damaging form of crypto tech called proof of work. So you guys, this article was actually updated this morning, and that is the latest that we currently have on the status of the infrastructure bill. Now, there's likely going to be more information rolling out here, but we will see if that final vote is going to be coming Saturday. And also, we've heard that they're going to start turning their attention to the $3.5 trillion in stimulus provisions in the second portion of the infrastructure package. And you guys, I will be sure to let you know what is going to be included in that. Now, if there is going to be a stimulus check, as a lot of people ask about, it'll likely be included in there. But if not, do not worry if it's not announced. As we've seen in the past, they can include or pull out provisions at the very last moment, literally days before being signed into law. Now, keep in mind that the process for this, it has to go through the Senate. Both portions have to get passed in the Senate, then moved on to the House, and then the House will take up both of them. And the House has said if they only get the infrastructure bill and not the second portion for stimulus, they're not passing anything. So both go through the Senate, then to the House. Once everything is agreed upon and passed in both the Senate and the House, then it'll move on to the president to get signed into law. But as we go through this process, so many things can change and get modified, as you've seen, almost on a daily basis. But like I said, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. And once again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already and you like and appreciate these updates, don't forget to take a second and just smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Also, leave your comments down below and share this out. If you think other people need to see it, and if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, come join the Ram fam, and I'll keep you up to date. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, guaranteed uploads and also random uploads throughout the day as news breaks. But with that being said, catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.